Make your own headlines.
Hey, this is Dow Welsh inviting you to enjoy some random news and make the grace of God your biggest headline of the day. Today's podcast is sponsored by the Willie Tanner Ham Radio Club and the letter D. So who is Willie Tanner? Well, many moons ago, there was a TV sitcom about an alien named Alf. And Alf heard signals from Willie Tanner's shortwave radio. Now, a ham radio and a shortwave radio aren't exactly the same thing. But ham radio sounded more fun as this month's fictional sponsor. Alf followed the signals from Willie's radio, crashed into his house, and they became best friends forever. BFF. Well, not exactly. But you'd have to watch some episodes to find out. Amazingly, Alf had 4 seasons. Interestingly, Alf is a documented Carolina Panthers fan. But back to the radios. I heard about a radio station that had a worst pun contest. You could submit as many entries as you wanted. One guy sent in 10 entries. He thought for sure he'd win something. But unfortunately, no pun in 10 did. King David was writing a prayer about trusting God and began like this: "You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer." David had learned how to pray to God, and he had experienced firsthand God hearing and answering his prayers. But what do we do when it feels like our prayers are not being answered? When it feels like God is not tuned into our station? Well, someone put it this way: when life feels like too much, tell God. When it feels like God isn't close, tell God. When it feels like you can't go on, tell God. When it feels like the pain won't ever stop, tell God. When it feels like you want to give up on things, tell God. When it feels bleak and dark and no rays of light are breaking through, tell God. He is your Savior. That won't change. And even when it doesn't feel like it, He is listening. He really is. Make that one of your headlines today. Make Your Own Headlines is a little smidge of encouragement from Holland Avenue Baptist Church. Listen Monday to Friday and catch our weekly Holland Avenue Sermon podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And for more positive resources, check out hollandavenue.com.